Okay, so today we're going to take a deep dive into a story that's really kind of got a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
Coming out of Pakistan.
Yeah, definitely.
And it involves someone you may have heard of, um, a YouTube star,
Huh?
a perfume, and the country's blasphemy laws.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So we've got a news report from Agence France-Presse, and we're going to break it all down for you.
Cool.
So we can really understand the whole picture here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So this guy, Rajab Butt, he's this Pakistani YouTuber with a huge following.
Right.
But he's also been kind of controversial before, too.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, like, remember that whole thing with him owning a lion cub?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'd forgot about that.
So yeah, this isn't his first time in the spotlight.
So he was already kind of a well-known figure before all this.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, so then he decides to release this perfume
Okay.
called 295.
295. All right.
And that number is not just random, is it?
Nope.
It refers directly to Section 295 of Pakistan's Penal Code, which is all about blasphemy.
Huh?
And he even said it was connected to a previous blasphemy accusation against him.
I mean, you gotta wonder what was going through his head in naming a perfume that.
Right. Like, what was he thinking?
Seems like a pretty risky move.
Yeah.
Especially with how seriously Pakistan takes these blasphemy laws.
Right.
And it's not like he wasn't aware of the potential backlash.
Right.
Like, he must have known it would cause a stir.
It definitely did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially with the TLP,
The TL.
Tehreek-e-Labbaik, Pakistan.
Right. Okay.
They are a pretty radical religious party, and they have a long history of protesting anything that even hints at blasphemy.
Uh-huh.
Their leader, Haider Ali Shah Gilani, pretty much summed up their whole stance.
What'd he say?
He was basically like, why pick blasphemy-related sections to name a perfume? It's like you're celebrating the offense trying to make it normal.
Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty strong statement.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of people agree with him.
Oh, I bet.
So yeah. But ended up facing some serious legal trouble.
Like, what kind of trouble?
Well, he got hit with both blasphemy and cybercrime charges.
And those are no joke, right?
Definitely not. In Pakistan, blasphemy accusations can be incredibly volatile. You know, people get really riled up.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And things can escalate really quickly, even if the claims are totally baseless.
Wow.
So yeah, he was in a pretty tough spot.
So how did he respond to all this?
Well, at first he put out an apology video.
Really?
Yeah, he was holding a Quran and everything,
Yeah.
saying he totally respects the blasphemy laws and that he'd stop selling the perfume.
It sounds like he was trying to do some serious damage control.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to calm everyone down.
But then he posts another video.
Oh, yeah, this one was interesting.
What happened?
So he's in Mecca, you know, wearing the pilgrim's clothing, and the Kaaba's right there in the background.
Wow, okay.
And his message is totally different this time.
Oh, how so?
He's saying the charges are false and unjust, that there's a fatwa against him.
Yeah,
A religious ruling.
gotcha.
And he's asking for understanding and forgiveness. So it's like he's appealing to a different audience this time.
Yeah, exactly. Playing to the religious sentiment.
Okay, interesting.
But then you also brought up this Indian rapper, Sidhu Moosewala.
Oh, I know him. He was tragically killed last year, right?
Right, and he had this song called 295, too.
Really?
Yeah, and it also dealt with some sensitive religious stuff.
Do you think Bob was trying to draw a parallel there?
Maybe? Like, trying to show that he's not the only one using that number in a controversial way.
Huh. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it kind of adds another layer to the whole thing.
So when you look at the big picture here,
Uh-huh.
it's like this perfect storm of social media stardom.
Right.
A really questionable naming decision.
For sure.
And the extreme sensitivity surrounding blasphemy in Pakistan.
Absolutely.
It really makes you think about the power and responsibility that comes with having a big online platform.
Yeah, for real. One wrong move and things can spiral out of control.
So for anyone listening, just remember that even something as seemingly simple as naming a product can have huge consequences.
Especially when you're dealing with sensitive religious and legal issues.
Yeah, exactly.
And this whole thing also begs the question of, like, how do different cultures and legal systems around the world impact how people express themselves online? And what kind of risks do they face? It's something we all need to be aware of in this globalized digital age.
For sure. It's a lot to think about.
Definitely.
All right, well, that's our deep dive for today.
Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.